We're on the road to glory, guys. But we're going to have a bit of a reboot. The way things have went over the last couple of months, number one, with the strategy, I just really enjoy these videos. They don't always ultimately end in us creating the best team because I need midfielders and then we vote in strikers and then I need things in South America and all we talk about is European stuff, which is great. And we've built a fantastic watch list full of amazing players for Sorare managers and scouts from around the world who are looking for players of all profiles on all budgets. If you're after the watch list, the link is in the description of the video, of course. If you are a new player starting out, and I'm going to be real with you, and I'm going to give you through the camera exactly what I would do if I was in your shoes. I was starting out today, I was talking to my pal and giving him suggestions or whatever, is you have to be taking commons seriously when you're starting out. And whatever scarcity you do start off with, using that as the breeding ground of information is unavoidable. So I want to make sure we're doing a video every week where I'm talking about the drafts and I'm kind of going through good options in there and different prospects that are emerging, because I've found it wildly useful for scouting, and I know other scouts and managers from around the world on Sorare that have found the draft system very useful for the kind of try before you buy element on some prospects that you're looking at from those leagues that offer those game modes. And for the actual Road to Glory team that we can build together through scouting, keeping an eye on the market, and between myself and obviously you guys, the Sorare scouts and managers from around the world, we can collaborate to form the ultimate Road to Glory team to maximise whatever game mode it is we're going to go after. Now, since I started running the Road to Glory series on the channel, there's been dozens of winners of the giveaways that we do on every video every single week. And some of the scouts and managers have actually been repeat winners and have done fantastically well. It's suggesting unearthed gems that were really well priced in the market that, you know, ultimately we did bring into the team. And we want to reward and we want to, you know, showcase those managers in the community. And, you know, thanks again for the contributions. It's been really fantastic the way that we have scouted and built this watch list of this kind of initial kind of 300 or players or so that we're messing with. We're still going to do the giveaway on every episode, and everything's going to still be structured in that same format, in the sense of you guys are going to come into the comments section with your suggestions. But what's also going to happen on the videos is I'm going to be bringing in a bit of the player one mode, where I'm going to bring in a few suggestions that maybe I've found, and then we're going to actually constructively build the team from the suggestions that we accrue over time. And what that'll basically mean is, like we've been doing so far, we do a stream once a month, we'll make the stream really big, we'll do all the giveaways there, and it'll be all the nominations that we've had through the month, and we'll make it a much more of a, you know, an event, as it were, you know. The last giveaway format I used to give away rares once a month, you know, so depending on how the market goes, we might get a bit, you know, we might get back into that kind of mode of giveaway stuff. But guys, I can only do giveaways as big as the channel grows, and all your support means the world to me. And thanks to you guys, we've grown to the point we've got to, and we've got a new partner, we've got a new sponsor on the channel. QuinnBet found Quinny 3001 and thought, this channel has a lot of potential to grow. We share the same name, and this just feels like a great partnership. And they've partnered up and sponsored the channel, and basically they've gave me a special link. It's in the description of this video. And how good is this? The guys at QuinnBet have enhanced their UK welcome offer, where you can now get a free bet up to £35. It's for new customers that sign up only. You can check out the full terms on their website, quinnbet.com, or by clicking on the link in the description. It looks really impressive to me. It's 18 plus, and remember folks, always gamble responsibly. So for the first episode of the reboot, we of course need to identify a goalkeeper. I'm going to be basically doing the full reboot. We're going to strip the limiteds all the way back to their bare bones, the core pieces that I'm just not going to trade out of my club. FC Barcelona is my Sorare club, and like every great club in world football, it's the supporters that make it special. And like every great club, we've got a foundation arm that gives back to the community that makes the club so special. That's formed in the membership portion of the YouTube channel. You can get a season ticket, which is £1 a month, 25p a week, and we do an exclusive stream just for the members once every week as well, and the stream's ran by the members. You know, they come into the live chat and say, Quinny, build my teams, look at my gallery. We just shoot the breeze, we talk about the latest developments, strategy, everything and anything, you name it. And for £2 a month, we do exclusive member giveaways on the channel. They're a wee bit overdue, and we gave away some fantastic cards in form of a quiz into the group's Telegram, which I had a great fun doing over the weekend, and I think everyone who participated were maybe quite surprised at how open the quiz was. Really, anyone could have won it. No one dominated it. I had a lot of fun putting the questions together, and I'm looking forward to maybe repeating that as time goes on. Kaufman's been given away to last week's winner. We'll be giving away another card to this week's winner, so we're going to see a run now of the cards that we had suggested in the last video that just hasn't been released yet. We did have a technical glitch with it, so you're not going to see my face through it. I'm sure that's going to break your heart, but but it's still some high quality suggestions, so there'll be same script with all that stuff. But what I need from you guys in this video, in the comment section to begin the reboot, is I really want to know, this is May as we record this, as we initiate the reboot, for the remainder of the 2023 calendar, who is the apex limited goalkeeper that we should be getting? Money no option with the state of the market as it is at the moment. Who is the 6-month demon goalkeeper that we should be looking at building our team around, building our defence from initially? I can't wait to see your suggestions down in the comment section down below, and let's get stuck into it. So suggestion 1 comes to us this week from last week's winner, Football Player. He recommended Alan Pulido, who was the winner, and this week he has recommended Ferran Jutgla. Now, Ferran Jutgla rose to prominence in this year's Champions League as Bruges qualified from the group stages, and the Barcelona B starlet, the Barcelona La Masia Academy graduate who didn't quite cut it for them, was a sensation. Scored a lot of goals in the group stages, scored a lot of goals domestically, and I think the second half of the season, no one's been really talking about him. From a Sorare perspective, he will no longer be under 23 eligible after this season, so maybe that's a little bit of something. But he's a goal scorer, yeah, and I think it's just the goals are fewer and further between than maybe what they were early season. Recent hat-trick against Eupen is nice to see, but the rumour has it at the moment that Benfica are perhaps circling Ferran Jutgla here, which would be a great transfer for him, be a good move for Bruges financially, probably be a fantastic move career-wise for Jutgla, because we see so many players now from the big 3 clubs in Portugal go all across the Premier League now, and if that's where he wants to end up, then Benfica's a great landing spot for a guy that'll be a solid challenger forward at Bruges or Benfica, and will have midweek utility most likely for 0.1 Ethereum on a rare, or 20 quid for a limited. I think it's great bang for buck, and he's definitely somebody we add to the watch list. Now, Bastian Youngblood here. Bastian Youngblood here has recommended Juan Alano from Gamba Osaka. Now, the Sorare scouts and managers from around the world know their players and they know their transfers. Now, Juan Alano was of the Kashiwa Antlers, now at Gamba Osaka, and he has started to pick up form. The 26-year-old Brazilian has an L5 of 68. His limited card is currently £10. The rare actually looks pretty appealing at current pricing as well, and the form he's starting to pick up. He's already played in the J League, he's already acclimatised, he's just moved to a different team that are probably worse, but he's playing, and you know, he's getting big scores since he's been, you know, the short time he's been there, you know. So for a tenner for that non-EU period, Juan Alano is definitely someone that we want to watch out for. Marcus Kulikovsky is one of the Sorare scouts and managers from around the world who is recommending a player that has underwent such a transfer, and that is Ariane Ademi, who's moved from Dinamo Zagreb to Beijing Guan in the Chinese Super League. He's got a contract there until 2025. 31-year-old, I'm pretty sure he's Croatian, Macedonian, North Macedonia, beg your pardon. His limited is currently £9. His rare is not too expensive either. I'm not too sure if he's actually started playing yet, but if he was a formidable, oh yeah, he is starting to play there, because I was going to say if he was a formidable player in Croatia, then he'll be decent enough in China. And yeah, he's not got much of an SO5 history beyond, yeah, it's just a wee bit of Zagreb and whatever. But this little period here, he's starting to play. He played up front, which is cool. Centre mid, centre mid, centre mid. And, you know, I'm not too sure if he can go on to be a smasher like Romulo, but the differential, the non-EU calendar coverage, this could be a really good one. I really like this for Road to Glory. Now, J-Man K is recommending Harrison Delbridge of Inchin. His scores, especially AA without clean sheets, have been really impressive. Now, the 31-year-old, I'm going to say he's Australian or New Zealand or something. L5 is decent. He's £3. Yeah, he's Australian. 40 quid for a rare. Cool. Sounds fine. Korean League. And he's DNP'd 2 games in a row, which is concerning. But like he says here, man, the AA without clean sheet game is solid. 30 AA, 4 games in a row or above, you know. 5 out of 6. That's not bad, man. This guy's actually pretty handy, pretty consistent, pretty reliable, it looks like. I just need to figure out what those DNPs are about. He does run out of contract end of this year, so it's maybe a shaky one. We need to work out what this guy's plans are. Is he going to go back to the homeland? or is he going to stay in Japan and Korea for a little bit longer? Now, we've had lots of great talent in France League 2 on Road to Glory this season, and Mikey Basson has found another one for us. He's not came back to the well to recommend in a while, but he's brought in Johann Barbie. Now, there is a bit of jeopardy that Bordeaux get promoted, but this guy looks the part. 29, left centre back, L5 of 79, 14 £40 for unlimited. That's beautiful. £70 for a rare. It's not too bad either. And wow, look at that, man. 4 100 scores basically since game week 341, and we're in game week like 360 odd now, so that's in the last like 10 weeks. That's incredible. Incredible. Now, if Bordeaux do get promoted, I don't see this holding up in Ligue 1. But yeah, let's watch him, because he's got a couple of games left for the end of this season. And for that price, man, that could be that might be an easy way to buy a 100. If this guy keeps that up. Declan Cardigan is a new Sorare scouted manager to the Road to Glory series, but he's recommended Florent Musila from Paderborn. Now, the 24-year-old is under 23 eligible for another couple of months. L5 of 81. Wow, jeepers. Just under £8 for unlimited. Kosovoan. I wonder if he's an international as well. Kosovo, quite a small nation. Wow. 3 games in a row, 80 plus. That's incredible. Form overall for the season is appealing enough. And he's a striker come attacking mid. And yeah, he can punch in bunches. He is a Kosovo international. He can start games as well. So I really like this shout. This is a great... I don't think Paderborn have any jeopardy on promotion. This could be a really nice guy, by the way. A really nice pick. I like this shout a lot, by the way. Florian Musila. A regular feature on Road to Glory this season has been the solidarity and defences in the Argentinian Super League. And this week, we've had a recommendation from David Botello. He's recommending Eric Godoy for Belgrano. They've kept 6 clean sheets in a row. His last 15 scores have been incredible, and he's super cheap. At the moment, the 29-year-old is super cheap. His limited is under £2. The rare around £25, by the way. If he's as solid as David says, this guy could be really appealing. His scores are credible. His scores are solid. Now, he's not got that many scores, so I may be worried about injury and squad status, but it's clear to see that when this guy does play, oh, that's how I know his name, and that's why he's not been playing in America. He probably went back to the homeland. Yeah, so cool. This is a positive development, and I think this L6 you see here, that's probably what you can expect to see out of this guy's time at Belgrano this season. I think for under £2, by the way, that is solid business. We're definitely going to add him into the watch list. Sorare Holland has got a great recommendation for us this week. He's recommending Samu Castagne, who's moved from Girona to Sivasspor last January. Now a starter, smashed it on his L5. He's 32. He's £3. His rare's under £40. That's okay. And yeah, he has smashed it on L6 now. I would, maybe the 48 is not quite a smash by the time this comment came out. And yeah, is that Girona? Yeah. So he's now getting into the squad, and he's now playing in centre mid and attacking mid. And yeah, if he's like the creative force, I know they're not a great team, Sivasspor, but if he can get this kind of thing consistently, you're going to eat a 29 or so here or there, of course. But if he can bring in a 99 and a 100 to make up for it, then that's a good swing to take on a £3 midfielder. Is it a midfielder or a forward? He's kind of playing in that wing position now, it would maybe seem. For a midfielder card, that's quite good. Win some jewels out there. Love that. We love that Turkish calendar as well. So if this guy does play every game every week, he could be a really valuable addition to the Road to Glory series. Now, Elliot Smith has recommended Maxime de Kuiper, who is like Thiago's like bromance or something. I don't really know the whole script of it all. He's been recommended on the Road to Glory already. If you're not sure, guys, there's a huge watch list of great value players in the Road to Glory watch list. It's in the description of the video. Feel free to check it out. But thanks, Elliot, for the recommendation of the same. Fabner here has recommended Johan Vasquez at Cremonese. And the last 2 games, he's got 35 and 42 on AA. And he costs like €1.30. Now, he does go on to say that this guy's a good pick for semi-pro. And he's under 23 for the rest of the season. So a bit of versatility. £1.37 at the moment for the limited for the Mexican. Cremonese, I think they're probably going to go down. If he stays, that's probably a great thing for him. If he does get relegated, his scores are decent enough, and I think for £1. Now, this guy's only on loan to Cremonese from Genoa. And Genoa are going to get promoted, probably. So this is actually quite a tricky one. I'm not too sure how to read this. I would quite like this guy to probably play some Serie B. but I'm not too sure that's going to happen. But definitely add this guy into the watch list because he looks like a handy operator, but I just don't know what to think of him. I don't know to be excited about relegation, to be excited that he's loaned from Genoa who might get promoted. I'm not too sure how to think of all that, but a new player, very interesting one, and we'll add him in. Now, guys, we had a little sneaky. This guy might be okay in the Chinese Super League situation earlier in the episodes, but whew, I think we might have a real gem here. Tom Rosema, one of the Sorare scouts managers from around the world. Tom, I tip my cap to you. This is beautiful. João Carlos Teixeira is a good player. He is former Liverpool youth product, played at Feyenoord. His last club was Famalicão, and now he's moved to Shanghai Shenhua. He played just 2 games, but the 88 is 21 and 38, and I think he is the summer midfielder you need. Tom, I can believe it. I'm sold. Let's have a look at this guy. He's 30. Cool. Can deal with it. He looks happy. He looks happy at Feyenoord anyway. 15 quid for unlimited. 145 for the rare. But if this guy's going to be a Chinese league striker of death, then that could be really good. Since the comments come in, he's maybe played a further 2 matches, by the way, because he said the last 2 matches was this AA. So since his recommendation, he's played a further 2 matches. Now, he has been sent off, so he'll get a DNP. That might help all of us because he's had some rubbish scores. He'll get a DNP next game week, and maybe that does something to the market. Maybe we can get this guy a little bit cheaper. I think at 15 quid is probably as cheap as it gets. Maybe we can snip him in for 12 quid or a tenner or something. But I really like the sound of this. Portuguese, well, good prodigy if he's from Liverpool and all that kind of stuff in terms of the youth academy. And yeah, that could be really good to see him kick on in China. So yeah, 2 great shouts from China today. Jordan Farf is recommending Ollie Romney from FC Emmen. It's about 3 quid. He's had a hat-trick and a goal since he got him, and Emmen look to be safe for next season. He seems to get decent AA when he plays right attacking midfielder rather than striker. Nice read-up, Jordan. Loving it. So he's under 23 until 2024, which is a detail that Jordan did not tell us. He is under £4 for unlimited, around 50 quid for a rare. Could be decent. And yeah, wow. If he can keep this up at Emmen, then sure, bring it on. I don't know if it's a risk or it's a bad thing, but maybe a guy like this could just get a move to then be on the Heerenveen bench next year or something. I don't know. But this form is appealing. I like the look of this guy, and maybe he's somebody we'll look at for next season. Under 23 could be a good option. And then Demi, one of the former winners on the Road to Glory series, he's come in this week with Hiroki Okuno. He's very free, plays at Cesaro Osaka, but the L562, £6.50 for unlimited, about £90-85 for a rare. So if very free, you're definitely not getting a bargain on age, but his scores are solid. Doesn't really drop below that 45 mark, does he? And he's got enough. Yeah, has he got enough 60 pluses? I would say he does. And the fact he's got a few 80 pluses and a 100 in there makes it quite tempting. Obviously, that 100 recently is great, but how often is he going to repeat that? Probably not that often, but even just one decisive, the ability to get to 70 is brilliant. So, yeah, he could be really good to watch out for. So we'll stick him in. At 33, we're probably not going to be watching out for him for too long. But in Asia, you never know how these things go. So, yeah, we'll watch out for Hiroki Okuno. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and retweet, and all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.